today's video, we will learn about is air and water are matters. So, anything that occupies a space and has a mass is called the matter. The amount of water contained in an object is called its mass. The amount of space occupied by an object is called its volume. So, is air a matter? So, air has mass and it also occupies a space. That's why we can say that air is a matter. To prove this, we will do an activity. Activity aim is to show that air has mass. Material required will be a deflated football, a weighing balance, sand and a pump. So here in this activity, we will be needing a deflated football like this and a weighing balance that has two ends to weigh the deflated and the inflated football like this, right? So the procedure will be place a deflated football on the left pan of a weighing machine. So basically this is the left pan. If we weigh this deflated football on the left hand side, this is the left and this is the right hand side. Now gradually put some sand on the right pan. That means we need to put sand on this right pan to weigh this football. This is a deflated football, right? Now balance it until the two pans are balanced. Now remove the deflated football from the left pan with the help of a pump. Fill air into the football. Place the inflated football again. Now when we place the inflated football like this, suppose this is a inflated football, right? So when you put this football on the left pan, the balance will be disturbed. That means now the weighing balance shows this football has more weight, right? After filling air inside it. So from here we can conclude that, or we can observe, the pan do not remain balanced. The pan shows that the inflated football has more mass than the sand put on the right pan. That means we can conclude that air has some mass. Now to prove that air occupies space, we will do an activity again. So the aim of the activity is to show that air occupies space. Material required will be a deflated balloon and a piece of chalk and a table. Suppose this is a table, right? This is a table. And the procedure will be, take a deflated balloon like this. Suppose this is a deflated balloon like this. Mark the space occupied by the deflated balloon with the chalk on the table like this. If we put this deflated balloon on this table and marks it by a chalk, so it occupies this space, right? Now we will inflate the balloon. After inflammation, we know its size will increase from this to this, right? And this is the knot. So after inflating, if we mark, the space occupied by this balloon will be larger, right? On the table like this, it will occupy more space. So from here we observe that the space occupied by the inflated balloon is more than the space occupied by the deflated balloon. From here we can conclude that air occupies space. Thus it is clear that air has mass and it occupies space, so it is a matter. Now water is a matter. So water has a mass and it also occupies a space, and we can show this by an activity. The aim of the activity is to show that water is matter. Material required will be two empty bottles and water. So suppose these are two empty bottles. Okay, these are two empty bottles, suppose. Now fill one of them with water and leave the other empty. Lift both the bottles with your hand, one on each hand. So which of the two makes you feel heavier, the filled one or the empty one? So from here we can observe that the water which is filled in the bottle makes the bottle heavier. From here we can conclude that water has mass and it occupies the space inside the bottle. Suppose this is the filled one, right? That's why we can say that water has some mass. That's why this bottle is feeling heavy, right? So water has mass and it occupies space. That's why water is a matter. So from here we prove that water is also a matter. So I hope this topic is now clear to you. Thank you.